information with withdraw and deposit. Firstly, they need to register their ID and password to allow them to use the system. As we don't have a credit scanner prototype, so that we can just decide to make sure register their ID and password before use ATM system. After that, program will ask again user to enter their ID and password to get validation. If they do not pass the validation, program will exit and they need to re-enter back. In order to avoid any problem, customer need to cancel the service after using the transaction from ATM. Objective. First, to fulfill customer needs such as fasten the financial transaction between bank teller without waiting for the bank branch to open or queuing. Before this, customer need to get a queue number to get to their own transaction, which is need time to process it. With ATM system, it will help customer and bank to faster their business. Number two, to make the bank service fully available at any time, because bank branch can't be open from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. due to security. If there any customer are urgent to use the service, they can immediately go to ATM at any time they want. Number three, to increase the protection for their bank account, with card provider, customer can only bring the card anywhere without bring a bag of money. If they want to withdraw, customer can bring their card and use it at any ATM service.
Now we go to our project UML diagram. First is case diagram. Second is class diagram. Now we go to our coding. There are 3 codings that have been created for our ATM system. For the first one, we have the main screen Java. This coding are the one that will be run to show the output and input. Secondly is transaction cmp.java. This coding are made to show how the output on the system will look like. The last coding is account cmp.java. It has been created to make a registration for ID and password. The ID and password are used to log in into the ATM system. Next.
So, now I will show the output and the input. First, you will be asked to create the ID and password. After you have created the ID and password, you will be asked to enter back the ID and password to log in into the system. After login are successful, you will see the ATM main menu. The content of main menu is account balance, withdraw, deposit, and cancel transaction. You just need to enter the number of content, for example, 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you choose 1, it will show you account information. Secondly, when you choose 2, it will show you withdraw money. You need to choose the amount you want to withdraw by choosing number 1, 2, 3, 4, or back to main menu. Thirdly, if you choose 3, you will go to deposit fund and the steps are some withdraw. Choose either 1, 2, 3, or 4 or back to main menu. Lastly, if you choose 4, it will cancel your transaction and give your transaction receipt. Thank you. Next.
Lastly, invalid ID and password, as what we have told just now. You will need to create the ID and password to log in into the system. After you have done create the ID and password, you will need to enter back your ID and password. Here started the function of invalid ID and password. We have made a limit to user, which is user can only try to enter back the ID and password for 4 times only. If they have entered the wrong ID and password, or either one are wrong for 4 times, you cannot log in into the ATM system. So that from so that all from us. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.